Let your voice carry the truth. This is Avalanche Media. Let your voice carry the truth. This is Avalanche Media.
So now I did when my coordinator, I got my brother, I love my National Assembly, my now, my victim, my and I love my Tata, I didn't know and my logistics problem. My appearance are short. I put Labour Party. I am future. Manoya getting near Bang, the new to Labour Party. Thank you. I got to see
That is Mr. Peter Obi in Anambra State campaigning for the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate, George Moralu. The Anambra State gubernatorial election is coming up in November, and it seems like Labour Party is not even in the race. It seems like they are not contesting. I mean, you all know how loud the obedience can be, especially with anything that concerns the Labour Party. You saw what they did with the Edo State gubernatorial election, how they announced it and spread the news across board. But everything is so quiet and cool regarding the Labour Party in Anambra State because it seems like the fire has been extinguished. It seems like the enthusiasm of the obedient movement regarding the Labour Party is diminishing. But the enthusiasm of Mr. Peter Obi has not been extinguished. That's the reason why he was in Anambra State to start the flag off of campaign for George Moralu. And you can see the crowd, the enthusiasm that follows suit. But look around there. You will not see that impostor called Julius Abure there. He will never be there. He can never be there. He will not even want to be there. Julius Abure is an impostor and he knows it. He is on a borrowed time. And they want to ensure that they use their borrowed time effectively, and the only thing they can use their borrowed time on is on Mr. Peter Obi. We'll come to the reason why they are so focused on Mr. Peter Obi, why they are trying to do everything possible to discredit Mr. Peter Obi. They gave Mr. Peter Obi a 48 hours ultimatum to leave the Labour Party, else he will be expelled from the Labour Party. That 48 hours has turned to 5 days. They are yet to expel Mr. Peter Obi from the Labour Party. Whenever they are being invited on television, they keep telling you that Mr. Peter Obi did not make the Labour Party, that they are the authentic leaders of the Labour Party. But when it comes to doing the actual work that the leader of a political party do, you will not see them there. By law, Julius Abure tenure as leader of the Labour Party has elapsed. He is occupying an illegal office. But you know Nigeria now, everything illegal can be made legal. There's a lot of illegality. That is the reason why Julius Abure is still parading himself as the Labour Party chairman, even when the court has given a summon. But yet, INEC is yet to de-recognize him as Labour Party chairman. To be fair, I'm not really going to dwell much on the Anambra State gubernatorial election the same way I dwell on the Edo State gubernatorial election, because I know that Labour Party is not going to win that election. But where Mr. Peter Obi has to be there as a leader of the party, he needs to use this opportunity to energize his base. Of course, I know that Mr. Peter Obi do not need any form of campaign in Anambra State to win the election, but he needs to let his people that, hey, I am still around and stay with you. But it's quite unfortunate that Labour Party that we all thought will become a national party that will take over from the twin APC and PDP has now become a laughing stock. Cannot even win election in Anambra State, where Mr. Peter Obi, the leader of the Labour Party, hails from Anambra State. It's quite unfortunate. If Labour Party has put their house in order and presented a popular and strong candidate, I can tell you for a real fact that Labour Party would have won the election in Anambra State. But it stands now, I doubt if they will even come second in that election. But let's talk about Julius Abure and why exactly he is doing what he's doing. Because he's not doing all of this thing because he's looking for the position of the leadership in Labour Party. He's doing all of this because he's being paid, he's being pushed, he's playing out a script. Like I said, Abure is claiming to be the chairman of the Labour Party, but he cannot even dare to go to Anambra State to campaign for the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate because he would be definitely stoned. Julius Abure's tenure as Labour Party chairman has been anything but smooth ever since the last election was done and dusted. The Labour Party was once a beacon of hope for Nigerians, seeking an alternative to the dominant All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party. It is now fractured. Julius Abure, who claimed to be the national chairman of the Labour Party, is glaringly missing in key function of the Labour Party, like you just saw in Anambra State. As a supposed chairman, one would expect him to be at the forefront of such a pivotal moment, especially in a state where Mr. Peter Obi has huge influence in. But instead, Abure has remained conspicuously silent, failing to appear at Labour Party gatherings or publicly support Moralu. The work of a party chairman is to ensure that the party participates in an election and win that election. But Abure is not even looking at Labour Party winning any election so far. So what's Abure's intention of holding on to the position as Labour Party chairman? Why is Abure allowing the Labour Party internal crisis to fester, even as he threatened to expel the party's most prominent figure? It's no longer a rumor, it's no longer a whisper. Julius Abure has been bought by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu APC to destabilize the Labour Party and deny Peter Obi access to the party's platform. You all know what happened in 2023 election. Obi running under the Labour Party secured 25% of votes, a remarkable feat for a party previously considered a political lightweight. His performance rattled the APC, which saw Tinubu win with just 37% of the vote, largely due to a split opposition between Obi and PDP's Atiku Abubakar, who garnered 29%. The lesson was clear: a united opposition could unseat Tinubu in 2027. So it is all glaring that Abure's action is a strategic move from not just Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but Atiku Abubakar to deny Peter Obi, a formidable threat, a platform to contest in 2027. I am sure you're wondering why I added Atiku Abubakar. After all, Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi are working in the ADC coalition. Make no mistake, Atiku Abubakar is as desperate as Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become Nigerian president in 2027. The only advantage of the latter is that he is already the president. This whole coalition is an idea of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is not forming this coalition to support another candidate. He is forming this coalition to become the president. And there are reports that Atiku Abubakar offered a vice presidential position to Mr. Peter Obi in this new coalition, which Mr. Peter Obi has turned down, even though Mr. Peter Obi denied that news. One would have expected that this coalition will zone the party tickets to the south, since Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a southerner, will be completing 4 years in office in 2027. And in order to maintain the zoning balance, a southerner ought to take over from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Mr. Peter Obi has offered to run for just 4 years in a single term. But however, you see someone like Atiku Abubakar and all his media aides peddling news on the social media space that the coalition ticket will be open for everyone to contest, that anyone that wants to become the president or fly the presidential ticket of the coalition should be able and ready to engage one another in the primaries. Of course, there's a reason why they want to go through the primary route, because they believe that Atiku Abubakar has the war chest, has the war with that to wrestle anybody out and win the presidential ticket via the primaries. Of course, he's going to buy his way in. Now, if they are going to contest a primary in the ADC, Mr. Peter Obi will definitely not participate in that primary. He will definitely leave the ADC. And once Mr. Peter Obi leaves the ADC, the obedient movement will definitely leave the ADC. So what Atiku Abubakar is trying to do is to ensure that he frustrates Mr. Peter Obi out of the Labour Party. So there will be no political platform for Mr. Peter Obi to fall back onto. In this regard, Mr. Peter Obi will see the ADC as his only viable option to be in the ticket. And if he's not able to secure the party ticket in 2027, then he will gladly accept to be Atiku's vice presidential candidate, which will be offered to him on a platter of gold, because that is the only sure winning ticket for Atiku Abubakar. This is enough to tell you that Atiku Abubakar hand is definitely behind a crisis in Labour Party. So it's really a tough time ahead for Mr. Peter Obi. But if I'm Mr. Peter Obi, I would definitely stay away from anything that has to do with the Labour Party, especially this Anambra State gubernatorial election. The Anambra gubernatorial race is a litmus test for Obi's political clout. George Moralu, a former APC chieftain who joined the Labour Party, emerged as a party candidate under Abure's faction. Backing Moralu has showed that Obi is fully behind Moralu. And like I said, Labour Party is not going to win that election in Anambra State because the party has been fragmented. The party has been fractured. That party is disorganized. And should Labour Party lose that election in Anambra State, it will definitely be a dent on the political image of Mr. Peter Obi. You are a political leader, but yet you cannot win your state's gubernatorial election for your party, of which we know it is never the fault of Mr. Peter Obi. But however, I believe that Mr. Peter Obi knows what he's doing, and I believe that he's doing the best for himself and his political career. So I hope that everything turns out well for him. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.
Avalanche is rising, can you hear the sound? Truth is breaking silence, shaking up the ground. No more hiding shadows, no more compromise. Avalanche is rising, open up your eyes. Avalanche media. This is Avalanche Media.